Alright, Fright fans, tonight we're gonna focus on a real overlooked gem from that early 80s golden era when slasher flicks were kicking ass and taking names. The movie is called The Slayer, and it's a really grim and somber affair. We only have a few minutes before Kay falls asleep again and unleashes her demon friend, so let's break this fucker down. Our lead character, Kay, is a failing surrealist painter with pasty skin, and she's got hair like Tony Iommi circa 1970. The poor gal is plagued by horrific dreams in which she's pursued by a demonic figure. Try as she might, she just can't shake these terrible nightmares, and every morning she wakes up bleary-eyed and afraid. Her mustachioed husband David and dipshit brother Eric want her to break out of the dismal headspace she's in, so they take her out to a private island for a weekend getaway. The ugly-ass pilot drops these rich fucks off on the island, and wouldn't you know it, deja vu comes over Kay like a bucket of gangbang semen when she recognizes a creepy abandoned building. She's seen the same structure in her nightmares. Later on, the pilot comes back to warn these idiots that a bad storm is headed up the coast, and it's probably not a good idea to stay. They shrug him off to their eventual detriment and throw down the gauntlet for some surf and turf fun. The men want to drink and fish, while the women want to tan on the beach and also save up enough energy so that they can blow the men at night. Eric's wife is a blonde minx that likes to wear frilly nightgowns, and she can't wait for sundown to please her man. But the vacation turns deadly when Kay's vile dreams take on a life of their fucking own. True to the pilot's warning, each night is marked by turbulent thunderstorms with pounding rain, and with each passing night, it's plain to see that the more she sleeps, the more those around her die. Somehow this unexplained demon is able to manifest itself in the real world whenever she drifts off, and he loves to kill. Kay realizes what's going on and struggles like hell to stay awake, but she just can't pull it off, and ultimately has to fight the monster on her own. We finally get a full glimpse of the Slayer near the end, and he is one impressive fucking design. He's a truly fearsome figure with a bloody peeled skull and pointy thorn-shaped teeth. It's a crying shame we only get to see this amazing creation for a few seconds. So what we have here is a very strange supernatural slasher hybrid with generous helpings of gloomy atmosphere. Let's face it, the setting makes this fucking movie. These silly pricks are totally cut off from the world, and one thing that this movie does right is that it makes you feel the utter desolation of the characters. The frosting on the cake are the nightly storms that ravage the island. They rage and howl bad enough to give the Typhoon and Karate Kid Part 2 a run for its money. Jesus Christ, it storms on this fucking island every single night. Nice vacation destination, you stupid motherfuckers. The music score is tepid at best. It's neither good or bad, which is a real shame, as a beautifully performed synth score would have added more depth to this already atmospheric piece. Believe it or not, this movie was once on the British Video Nasty banned list. As far as violence goes, we have a small cast which equates to a small body count. One poor slob gets his brain smashed in by a boat paddle, another gets decapitated by a trap door, and that one looks particularly painful. The coolest killing is a pitchfork impaling. It's not Prowler worthy, but it's decent. One more thing that I specifically enjoyed was the ending scene. It really got the gears in my brain working overtime, and coming up with different interpretations for this film is a lot of fun. The ending seems to have different implications. Maybe Kay is trapped in an endless purgatory of torment that loops on and on forever and ever. Or maybe it's all just a horrific premonition that will only happen once. I like the first theory better because it's even darker, but watch the flick for yourself and come to your own conclusion. The Slayer was released a few times in North America on VHS. Planet Video put out a nice big box. Continental did a unique double feature big box release, pairing it with Fred Olen Ray's Scalps, and the Marquise label from Canada had a small box on the market for a bit. Sadly, it never did get a DVD release in the US. The Vipco label in the UK put out a bare bones disc, but the video quality on that wasn't much improvement either. Every available print of this film looks like smeared dog shit. The problem is that The Slayer is a very monochromatic and lifeless looking movie to begin with. It's part of the movie's charm, and it may have been an intentional move on the filmmaker's part. They might have wanted most of the colors sucked out to enhance the eerie and depressing mood. But where this really creates a problem is in the night scenes. They are so fucking dark and impenetrable that the murky prints just compound the issue tenfold. Take, for instance, the part where dickhead brother Eric gets a big fishing hook to the neck. Apparently, the demon killer fancies himself quite the fisherman, because he hooks this dumbass and drags him screaming across the fucking beach and right into the crashing ocean. That's all well and good, but it's just too goddamn dark. You can't make out what is probably a cool effect. I mean, look at this. Are you fucking serious? I can't critique an effect that I can't see. This is all the more reason to hope that one day a restoration company will find good materials in a vault somewhere and finally release a definitive transfer of The Slayer. Don't get me wrong, smartass. I don't want the movie to look like it was shot yesterday. I just want to see it cleaned up a tad so I can see more of the details. Is that so much to ask? It's a good goddamn movie and it deserves better. I won't hold my breath for it to happen anytime soon, but maybe in the distant future, this bleak and joyless classic will finally get its due.
Have you ever had a nightmare that was so real that you thought it was actually happening?